Rigveda Canto 1, Chapter 17, Hymns 1, 2 and 3, Praying for Divine Protection and Prosperity. The Rigveda is one of the most ancient and sacred texts of Hinduism, offering glimpses into the deeper dimensions of the ancient soul. Among its many hymns, Rigveda 1.17 is an important prayer invoking two powerful deities, Indra and Varuna. These hymns are not just spiritual meditations, but they also provide a glimpse into the social and cosmic order of the Vedic age. These prayers, though ancient, express the enduring principles of human aspirations for security, prosperity, and divine grace, which are relevant in our lives even today. The gods Indra and Varuna hold a central place in the Vedic Puranas and represent two complementary aspects of cosmic power. Indra, the god of strength, war and rain, symbolizes raw power and vitality. Varuna, the god of cosmic order, morality, and the laws of the universe, symbolizes harmony and justice. Both these gods are invoked for the prosperity and protection of holistic life. This hymn is not only for personal help but for the welfare of the entire community. This prayer indicates that people are dependent on divine powers for their material and spiritual prosperity. The stotra begins with an invocation to Indra and Varuna, where they are presented as the protectors of this earth and its orders. This invocation is not just a ritual, but it is a recognition of the power of the gods who are ready to help humanity. Through this prayer, man seeks guidance and protection from these gods. Quote, Indra and Varuna are the leaders who shape the universe, their power and wisdom control the forces of nature and the fate of humanity. Wendy Doniger, The Rigveda, an Anthology. A central theme of this stotra is the attainment of prosperity. Wealth and prosperity are prayed for, but these material desires are not separate from the spiritual journey. The prayer for wealth is presented as a tribute to Indra and Varuna so that the worshipper can live a happy and prosperous life. This request for wealth is an indication of divine grace, i.e., prosperity is not merely the result of human efforts, but it is a blessing from the gods. Quote, Vedic prayers demonstrate that true prosperity is not self-sufficient but comes through divine grace. Dr. Fritz Stahl, The Rigveda and Its Meaning. This stotra also acknowledges the power of Indra and Varuna. These gods are not just powerful, but they are also the guardians of the cosmic order. Indra with his power, and Varuna with his cosmic laws, ensure that the world remains in harmony. The message is that true prosperity and success come not from material possessions, but from being in harmony with the cosmic order. This stotra repeatedly prays for protection and shelter. In ancient times, life was uncertain, and people were often troubled by natural disasters and enemies. This prayer for protection from Indra and Varuna symbolizes not only physical protection, but also the need for spiritual guidance in times of crisis. Professor Wendy Doniger explains the dual nature of Indra and Varuna. She says, Indra and Varuna represent two complementary divine powers. Indra is the god of war and action, while Varuna is the god of cosmic order and morality. This reflects the balance between power and order, which is essential for the survival and well-being of society. Dr. Fritz Stahl has highlighted the transactional nature of the Vedic hymns. He says, Indra and Varuna represent two aspects of divinity essential for human progress, power and command. The invocation of these deities signifies humanity's dependence on divine powers. Dr. Michael Witzel also states that the Vedic hymns symbolize humanity's desire to connect with the universe. The invocation of Indra and Varuna is not simply a prayer for physical protection but a search for guidance in maintaining the moral order. To understand Rigveda 1.17, it is necessary to place it in its historical and cultural context. The Rigveda was composed in the ancient Vedic period, when communities were heavily dependent on agricultural prosperity, warfare, and cosmic order. This balance of the two deities in the invocation of Indra and Varuna shows that life requires both power and morality. Power is necessary for life, but it must always be just and morally balanced. Praying for wealth is not just for material gain, but is also linked to dharma and cosmic balance. In the Vedic view, wealth is seen as a blessing that should be used only for good, and the gods only bless those who are in harmony with divine law and justice. Although Rigveda 1.17 was composed in ancient times, its themes remain relevant today. The balance between power and order, morality and strength is an enduring lesson that resonates in today's governance, ethics, and spiritual practice. The roles of Indra and Varuna can be seen as modern leadership. Indra represents dynamic leadership as strength, courage, and action, while Varuna symbolizes wisdom, justice, and law enforcement. Today's leaders must maintain a balance between these two qualities. The idea that material prosperity is linked to divine grace addresses the pursuit of wealth and success in contemporary society. While society values individual effort, the Vedic approach reminds us that it is necessary to connect one's actions to ethical and spiritual principles. The prayer for protection and shelter in this psalm is still relevant in our lives today. In times of crisis, whether personal, societal, or global, most people seek comfort and guidance from spiritual practices, and pray for divine protection in a chaotic world. Conclusion: an eternal message. This ancient prayer provides a deep understanding of human needs and the cosmic order. By invoking Indra and Varuna, the prayer seeks strength, protection, and prosperity, but at the same time it emphasizes that it is important to live life in harmony with divine principles. It reminds us that true success and peace are not achieved by material possessions alone, but by aligning our actions with the cosmic order. When we contemplate this ancient text, we understand the eternity of its wisdom. Whether it is ancient rituals or modern spiritual practice, the search for divine grace, moral guidance, and prosperity shapes human life. Rigveda inspires us to mold our lives in the direction of balance, dharma, and gratitude, just as our ancestors did thousands of years ago.